Why, hello. We're going to go play Billy Joel's Piano Man and Carole King's You've Got a Friend, theoretically. So let's see how much time we have. I'm kind of rushing to make sure we can get through the whole thing. Let me go post the link over on the website. Our website is jollyrogerukulele.com. And if I can click edit here. Well, you can go there, get the sheet music, get this weekly schedule, blah blah blah. Get all kinds of good stuff over there. Control V, Shift, link, enter, edit, settings, open a new window, update, and scroll up, update. Okay, so that should work theoretically. Patience. Scroll down, book 5, clink. Should say pop stars on ukulele. It does, cool. Now let's go put it on Twitter real quick. https:// jolly 2 L's jolly Roger ROGER ukulele.com. Piano Man, MAN, and you've got a friend, FRIEND. That's how you spell that. Click up here, scroll down, put the little cassette tape on there. Getting sick of that one. I may have to make a new something or other. All right, there's that. Well, look at there. All the Olympic people are testing positive for COVID. There's a shocker. Okay. Hello, Sandy, again. Lol. Sandy's 90 degrees in Upper Michigan. That's crazy. Not good. Not good at all. Jolly Roger. I haven't downloaded my final version of Carole King, so let me go grab that. Carole King, ukulele solo, baritone solo. Piano Man has to be the original, so I'll put that there. Let's post that up in here. Overwrite. Okay, and then close that, and let's post this one up here. Patience. You've Got a Friend, baritone. How come that didn't ask me to overwrite? Suspicious. Okay, so we're in book 3. Let's add all the way down at the bottom. You've Got a Friend, baritone. You've Got a Friend, ukulele. And let's go put Piano Man in there while we're there. Piano Man, baritone. Piano Man, ukulele. All right, done. I tell you, man, totally stoked about the way this thing works. You've Got a Friend, ukulele style. This is our first time playing through the final arrangement. Let's find out if I made any good decisions. And you were comparing that to your version that you may or may not have done over the weekend to see how we stack up. See if you made any better decisions than I did. Evelyn, sound is good. On time. I know, Evelyn. Just because you're in Hawaii doesn't mean you can't. You can just show up whenever you want. Let's see. Rick is in. Linda's in. Let's see. 82 up in sunny with a breeze. You'll take that, Linda? Terry's in from across the street. Rita is in from Illinois. Sandy, 90 degrees hot. Tomorrow it's only 62. Well, that makes sense, right? Robin's in from British Columbia. Ronnie back in from New Mexico. Janice in from Sydney, Australia. Good to see you, Janice. Red is here. Well, every time Red bought me this little noisemaker, and so every time she walks in, I have to push a button on it. This is the sad face. Okay, I'm hot. That deserves a double sad fan sound. Okay. Pauline in from Northern California. 80 degrees feels hot, right? Yeah. Terry Toasty. Yeah, it's about what, 95 or something, Terry, here in Denver. Kat's in from Texas. Looks like Kat, who I was told by her, someone she knows down there, it's 80 degrees and rainy in Texas. It sounds like Texas is winning at the moment. Elizabeth in from Greeley. It's hot up there as well. And and Linda is in Alabama, where it rains every day. Linda normally checks in from Hawaii, and she's in Alabama, and she's learning what it's like to have real weather. So let's see. Amy, are we still on for this Friday at 9:30 a.m.? I don't know. Let me take a look, Amy. I assume so. Click. Today. Why, yes, Amy. You've been on my calendar the whole time. Yes, 9:30 this Friday will work, Amy. Nancy in from Florida. Stormy, thunder, lightning, 80 degrees. Oh, my goodness. All right. And Marianne, let's see. Marianne, are you back where you belong? When 5 p.m.? Yeah, you're back where you belong. Michigan is 7 p.m. All right, yeah. I got an email from a guy today in Bulgaria, and he says, "What time are you on?" And I'm like, "I don't know. We're GMT. It's either +7 or -7. I think we're GMT -7, and then that seemed to make sense. So I'm assuming we're -7. All right, let's play Carole King. We remember, guys, we played down to 33. You're going to come back to measure 1. You're going to play down through 29, skip over to page 3, play down to the repeat at 44. Then you come back to 17. Very confusing. So hopefully you've got 17 marked. And then when you get down back to 29, you jump to the end of the song at 45. So frustrating with repeats. Popular songs in the modern era require a lot of repeat reading, and it's just one of those things where I give you as many clues as I can through both the standard notation, through the little block up above, and then little clues throughout the text scattered around, which is not typical of sheet music, because I know when you're a solo player, you really need a little bit of help as to where you're supposed to go to next. Make sure you highlight that stuff, and I think it'll be easier. All right, here we go. From the top, you've got a friend, and it starts off pretty slow, speeds up, slows down, speeds up, that sort of thing. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3. 19. Jump. This is a new one. 9, 10, 10, 10. All right, so let's talk about that ending really quickly. The whole song works. The whole song works. I think. You guys will let me know. But as you're coming out of 28, all right, let's go to 28 real quick. So you've got the D minor 7th, the real one. All you got to do is call 2, 1, and I'll, and then you do this little thing here, which works really cool. Be there, yes, I, and then, and I'll be there, blunk, blunk, right? That's what she's doing as a trick to us, because everywhere else is, and I'll be there, dun, 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 and I'll be there, something, something. Okay, so when you get to measure 29, and then you jump to 45, you hear that? It's an F chord with a 3, right, which is a G note. Okay, it feels suspended or maybe it diminished a little bit. I don't know. It's just a weird sound. And okay, and then you've got a friend. Okay, you've got a friend. And then that's really the end of the song. But you got to do this fancy little ending I put on. I think it works. 9, 10, 10, 10. D minor 7, way up high. You, yes, or yes. Then a regular F chord. You, regular E minor. Got, regular G7. And then a nice little C chord at the end. Okay, so that would be the one you'd have to memorize, right? Just those 4, but they're not terribly difficult chords, especially if you're a Monday nighter. Yes, you've got a friend, right? So she doesn't voice any of those words, but we have a nice little ending. I believe, if I remember right, if I remember the right piece of sheet music, I think the sheet music that I was working from actually said repeat and fade. And that was very typical of music in the 70s. Those of you guys that were around will remember that what it felt like they were just turning the pot down on the volume, blah, 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 because they didn't know how to end stuff in the 70s for some reason. And so sometimes as instrumentalists, we have to figure out an ending for it, and so that's my figure. I want it to go way up high and be real dramatic as it comes back down to a C chord to wrap it up. Let's see. Nancy says, the body of my arrangement was much like yours, but wow, your fillers and endings hit out. Yeah. So, guys, here's the thing. As those of you guys that are doing the lead sheet work, like you're sitting down on the weekends and being like, all right, we're not going to get to Piano Man. We'll do Piano Man tomorrow. When you're sitting down on the weekend, what I'm hoping, obviously, is that you're at a place where you're hitting the main stuff, right? All right, there's the main melody, there's lyrics that make sense, I'm tossing in the chords where they make sense, and that's the stuff where if you can get that done, you have that's what you honestly that's where you want to be. The fact that I've been doing it longer, I kind of know how the fills work. I kind of, some of these fills I'm okay with, some I'm not that great. I would probably ultimately end up adjusting some of them. But fills, right, are mainly there to help you count, to make sure you don't come in early and that sort of stuff, to provide a little decoration. I have a tendency either to drop blomp, 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 or blomp, 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 or blomp, blomp, blomp. One of those three pretty much religiously when I have longer notes. Sometimes they sound stupid and I take them back out. Sometimes I don't put them in and I'm like, oh gosh, I really need something in there. And then the big things that you work on as an arranger, I think, are good intros and good outros. And I think you start to think about what works on ukulele and what works with your players far more than what Carole King would want. If Carole was sitting here, she'd be like, well, that's not what I meant with the ending. And I'd be like, well, but you really did. On ukulele, you really meant, and you've got a friend, blom. You've got a friend, right? So her ending was repeat and fade, and mine is I gotta end this thing for real somehow. And so I think intros and outros are where I spend a lot of my time trying to think of something that works for ukulele and is also playable. So hopefully this thing is making sense to you. Let's grab the baritone version and we'll run through that. Let's see. And Ronnie says, I remember to breathe. We talked about in the previous hour for Bach. Our tendency is you're so focusing on the music and you're so focusing on trying to get everything right that you forget to breathe, right? And so, yeah, that's why you come to harmonica, is to learn how to breathe and play music at the same time. Linda, beautiful. I recall my sisters and I belting out winter, spring, summer, or fall, right? It's like when you're listening to some songs and you remember, I think it was the scene in Wayne's World where they're all singing and they're all belting it out and then none of them know the words, so they sort of mumble a little bit and then the words come back and they all keep belting it out. All right, ukulele players, grab your chords. Baritone players, let's knock this out and let's see how we do. 1, 2, 3. Gets me every time. I blew the A minor 7th from 45. There we go. All right, that's it. All right. There's your baritone version, guys. We'll do Piano Man tomorrow. It takes 27 minutes to perform it, and we did it last week anyway. Just don't want it to drop after. I don't want to play it 3 times and then put it in the can, right? I'd like to play it one more time because I think that I like it. Thanks for being here. Remember, tonight is Ukulele Orchestra, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Come, if you're a member, come do that. We're playing jazz, which makes this look easy. Man, I cry every time I got to sit down and play that stuff. Weeping tears of sadness. And so come join us for that. Also, next half hour, we'll run over to harmonica class. I don't remember what we're playing over there. I just posted it 10 seconds ago. And so it's already out of my brain. By the way, when you go logging into harmonica class, and go to Mammoth Gardens, you get to poke the girl on the front page, right there. That's where I always click on her. Kumbaya for He's a Jolly Good Fellow. Hallelujah, A Shokin Farewell, and Beautiful Dreamer. That's Sandy's favorite song, Beautiful Dreamer. So we got that one set up. Let's see, where did we leave off? Fran says, I always thought they did repeat and fade because they ran out of lyrics and didn't want people to feel cheated that they were given such a short song. I gotta tell you, I am reasonably certain, having done a bunch of 60s and 70s songs now, we haven't even gotten to 80s and 90s, which they stopped doing lyrics almost entirely. But they were running out of lyrics back a long time ago. I think you were right, Fran. I really do. There we go. Terry, arrangement really works. Yay, good job. Nice. That makes me happy, Terry. Good to see you, bud. Evelyn snuck out. She's got to warm up her harmonica. The Uke Orchestra tonight. Absolutely. Jacqueline, enjoyed. Thank you, Aunt Jacqueline. Kat, really nice. Good to see you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here, Kat. School's coming around the corner. I went down there last week to see if I could get a locker. I want to see if I can get a locker at this school. Nancy, beautiful. Good. Thanks, Nancy. Ronnie, good to see you. Oh, yeah, hit the thumbs up, you guys. Yeah, very relaxing. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, right? I'm working on You've Got a Friend in Me by Randy Newman from Toy Story. So we'll have bookend that. I guess it'll now be Wednesday when we started. Something like that. Fran, you're welcome, Fran. Nancy? I don't know. We haven't heard whether Sandy likes her baritone or not. We'll have to press her, Nancy. Elizabeth, good to see you. Janice, thanks. All right, see you later today. Today for Janice, it's Tuesday where Janice is. Robin, thanks for being here. And Sandy, I had to order it. Oh, it's not in yet. Okay, all right, Sandy. All right, I'm pulling the plug, you guys. Thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.